Hi. This is my first live stream, so this is a new thing, and I'm live. How you doing? This is Rob, your friend, and welcome to the Collector's Case. This is the maiden voyage of the Collector's Case, and I'm coming to you live from the Chewy's Bandolier YouTube channel. Now, because this is my first live stream, I wanted to ask you to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share. I'm trying my best to make this thing grow, and I need your help to do that. So thank you all in advance for being here and joining in the conversation about our passions and this hobby of six scale collecting that brought us all together. I'm just gonna hang around here for the immediate sort of few minutes and see if we get anybody to pop in. But in the meantime, I guess what I'm gonna talk about first is checks notes. Yeah, I just want to talk about first thing. We're going to talk about this. Let me get this on here. This is all new to me. Bear with me. I'm just learning this stuff as I go. I was fooling around with it earlier today, and I kind of got an idea of how to do this, and then I kind of didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna try and see what we get here. So what do we got here? There we go. We're going to talk about this. Obviously, as you can see, the Scorch Xenomorph is no longer available. It's hit the wait list on Sideshow. Just like a day after, I think it was like a day after it was released. So I wonder how many of you were who were looking for that one, because I don't think you're going to get it now. Or at least you're not going to get it cheap, because once this thing hits the secondary market, good luck. But so far, I've been seeing some reviews of people who've got them already, and they look really, really good. This thing is, I mean, I watched TK421 Collectibles review of this, and just seeing what he had to say about it was amazing. Like, it's incredible. This thing is just, it's already, like, it's only January and it's already a contender for figure of the year. That's just my opinion. But I mean, if you look, like, just look at the detail that they've gotten out of this thing. And I don't know if you've all seen the blogger photos for it, but there have been some incredible photographers working on this thing and have taken some amazing shots, like things that I thought were actually stills from the movie or from a movie or something. Yeah, it's crazy to me that this thing, it hung around actually for a while. It wasn't until the blogger photos came out and that it was announced that it was released. It wasn't until then that it went waitlist. So it wasn't, there was no low stock warning. There was nothing like that, at least nothing that I saw. So, I mean, all it took were, I guess, people to see some photos that weren't these photos. You know what I mean? They weren't the Sideshow photos. Not that Sideshow doesn't do good photos. They do some, but sometimes they're not always great. But, you know, if you're going to wait, I liked this video too. This was kind of cool. Sorry, not just to interrupt myself, but this one was really cool. This is it's Fede Alvarez, the guy who directed Alien Romulus, and Sideshow posted this.
This is insane. The 80s cut shirt, the watch, and the little red thing. Like, incredible. Oh my God. So, great job. I'm Fede Alvarez. I'm the director of Alien Romulus. I'm looking at Ray and Carradine and the Xenomorph by Hot Toys. You nailed it. I mean, we worked so hard on making sure that we paid homage to the big chap, to the character of the first film, the design, the original Giger design. We brought back the biomechanical aspects of the creature that kind of got lost through the movies. It became more and more organic, and we went back to a lot of the original details. Oh, she's holding the little dongle in her hand, the Andy key. Like, that's something I didn't see at the first glance. That's incredible, the amount of detail. Even the xenomorph on the bottom, this was an actual piece that we had, the one that they killed in the elevator set piece. And this seems to be exactly that, the remains of that creature. I mean, it looks badass in an action figure. And the likeness is just uncanny, the likeness on Kaylee's face. I know these two characters so well. To see that you actually didn't miss anything from them feels great. It's a dream come true.
So yeah, that's I mean, that kind of says it all. I've also got the Rain figure pre-ordered, so I can't wait to get her as well. But yeah, this figure is, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset that they slept on it. I think maybe people thought they had more time. I don't know. It's hard to say, because when you look at the things all the time and you see that that things are going on, and you see that you know that things are still there, and there's no rush. You don't feel a rush to get it, and so you kind of figure, well, I can wait a little bit longer, and then before you know it, it's gone. So that's kind of what happened with this one. I think everybody was waiting for blogger photos, and then literally the next day it was waitlist. That was it. But yeah, I just noticed some people in the chat, so I want to say hi. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hello, how are you, Corinne? This is one of my coworkers. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And then, oh yes, hello, Winman42. How are you, sir? Yeah. You're still sleeping on it. Yeah, I understand. The commitment to other things definitely can take precedence, because obviously if you're not a major Aliens fan, then what are you going to do, right? It's one of those things where if you're a big fan, you're going to go for it. And if you're a casual fan, you probably won't, because it is pricey. Like, I know here in Canada, it was, yeah, it was not cheap. But you know, at the same time, it depends on what you collect, I guess. I mean, like for me, and I'll just to give people an idea of what I collect. So I started collecting Hot Toys in I think it was around 2013. I think, yeah, around 2013. Or I should say, I first started noticing Hot Toys at around 2013. I think the first ones I collected were the Han Solo and Chewbacca 2-pack from A New Hope. And I'm in love with those figures. I know that they're dated now, but I don't care. I've always had a love for those figures, and they still look good. For me, that Han Solo still holds up. I think he still holds up. You know, young Harrison Ford has been, it seems, historically hard for them to get for whatever reason, but you know, I think they nailed that one. I thought so. I mean, obviously we're going to see young Indiana Jones soon, so that's exciting. I'm very, obviously, as you know, I'm very excited about that. But yeah, it's the kind of thing that if you need to prioritize what figures you get, then yeah, you might pass on this. And I can totally understand that. I know people that passed on this because they want to get the big chap when that one comes out. And that's totally fair. I was initially thinking that would be me as well. But this one just looks so good, and its range of motion is incredible. Like, this thing is posability like I've never seen. Also, the joints are really well hidden because of just the design of the alien's body. You can't really tell the joints because it's all biomechanical. So, you know, um, but yeah, it's one of those ones where I could see people, you know, letting it go just because they got to let it go, and I totally get that. But for me, it ended up being a kind of a no brainer. I needed to have it, and yeah, I mean, he's paid for. I'm just waiting, you know, like everybody else. I'm just waiting. Um, and 720 YTTY. Hey, how's it going? Um, and yeah, well, you know what? For the fact that of what it is a really good price. I'll give them that. It's definitely not um it's not terrifying. Like I would have thought that it would be a lot more actually than and that's 350 US. So do the exchange and tell me what it is in Canadian. Because then, you know. But yeah, but no, this one was definitely one of my figures that I was going to get, and there was no chance. After once I made up my mind, that was it. And I've got Rain coming. I've also got the big chap coming, and I believe it's just my belief. I don't know. We'll see. But I believe they're going to be doing another Ripley. I absolutely believe there's another Ripley coming. It just makes sense, and you know, especially with all of the renaissance that you know, as Alien Romulus would have you think of. But yeah, the renaissance of Alien and Predator right now, I can't imagine them not doing another Ripley, and I believe it's coming. I don't know when, but I believe it is coming, and I don't think it's going to be that much longer. I think it's coming sooner rather than later. And I have a whole diorama idea in my mind. I'm going to have Scorch Xeno coming from one side, Big Chap coming from the other, and Rain and Ripley back to back facing off with them. That's my idea for a shelf. So, yeah. And oh, hello, Junior. I'm sorry if I'm gonna vlogsta. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, Ripley has to be coming. I absolutely believe that too. 100%. But yeah, so yeah, that was kind of news this week with Scorch Xenomorph, that it is now available. It is being shipped to people as we speak. Not to me yet, apparently. I haven't received any notifications about it yet at all, but I will patiently wait. And when I have this guy, and he's also huge. That's the other thing. This piece is big. Again, I saw the review by TK421 Collectibles, and he stood it next to, in between the Feral Predator and A New Hope Vader. And this thing towers over both of them when it stands up straight. Like it's another head and a half of the Feral Predator taller. So I suspect there's going to be a lot of people putting this thing into crouching poses just to fit it on their shelves. But yeah, so I don't care. I'm getting it. I want it. It's mine. It's just not here yet. So that's fine. But yeah, so I also wanted to share something that came in today. I actually posted a video about this today. I left him on my desk so that you guys can see this. But here he is. It is, of course, the Clone Wars Darth Sidious. I didn't get too creative with the posing yet. I'm gonna figure something out once I get him up in the shelf, but I wanted to keep him out so I could show you. But as you can see, and I don't get the best. My camera doesn't quite focus as well as I would like. I don't know if I can fix that. Here, let me see something. Let's try. Maybe a little bit better. But at any rate, yeah. I'm like, I love this figure. This is great. He doesn't come with very much. He comes with obviously the two lightsaber hands, four different kinds of lightsabers. He's got the two straight ones that I've got him using right now, but he also has the motion ones. And then he has lightning hands, so you can stick his hands on. He's got like the lightning coming off of them, which it actually looks really cool. I didn't put those on yet. I'm trying to figure out a way to display that, but at any rate, he's a really cool figure. I'm glad I got it because he's going to go with my yes, it's Big Papa Palpatine. But yeah, and yes, I do have my Nostromo hat and shirt on tonight. Just I thought it would be appropriate since I was going to start off with the Xeno. So yeah, Palpatine came in today, and I was really happy to see that. And the fact that he's as cool as he is, and it really does. It looks a lot like Ian McDiarmid. It's not like they chinsed on it. Like the sculpt is really good. It's definitely really good. And considering that it's a live action version of an animated show character, because we never saw this particular version of Palpatine in live action. It was animated. So they've just, basically done the live action version treatment of it, like they did with a lot of the clones that we never saw in live action. We only ever saw them in the cartoon. So they had to kind of extrapolate from what Ian McDiarmid looked like in Attack of the Clones, somewhere between there and Revenge of the Sith. And they he's not quite as old as he was in Revenge of the Sith. He's not as, maybe not as wrinkly. He looks a little bit younger, which is exactly what he should be. So that's good. That's a really good attention to detail. I was really happy to see that. But it's a really good figure. I'm really glad I have it, and I'm going to pose him, as I said in my video. I'm going to be posing him next to my Clone Wars Maul, who's also up in the Clone Wars shelf there, and with Savaggio Press when he arrives, because he's going to be on his way soon, hopefully too. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, so that's what came in today for me. And I just wanted to touch base on the alien because of the, like I said, the obvious, it's, it being waitlisted. So I wanted to make sure you guys all knew that if you didn't already. So if the hunt needs to start for the xenomorph, Scorched Xenomorph, you better get looking. But yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to touch on, if I can just get to it here. Bear with me for a second. Again, this is all very new to me still, so just bear with me for a moment, and I'm going to bring up. Oh, I got to that very quickly this time. Good for me. Going to bring up. No, not the alien. Already did the alien. Sorry guys, give me 1 second while I figure this out. I haven't figured out how to I think I figured it out. Okay. I haven't figured out yet how to add music to this thing. So it's not quite as quiet for you. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay. So this happened. Now, I don't know how big Well, you know, and thank you. Yeah, a friend of mine went to Disney World a couple of years ago, and I, oddly enough, besides six scale figures, I collect coffee mugs. It's just a thing. I don't know why. I have way more coffee mugs than I ever actually use, but I just collect them. And I wanted a Star Wars one, a Mandalorian sort of one. And while she was there, she took some photos of different ones that were there. And yeah, I just really like this one. It says on one side, it says stronger than, what does it say? Stronger than you think. Presuming they're assuming that I have coffee in here. And then on the other side, it says just keep sipping. So yeah, that's just a fun thing. Like I said, I have way too many. If you saw the inside of my coffee mug, our cupboard, our kitchen cupboard back here, you would be like, "What is wrong with you? Why? Why do you have so many coffee mugs?" I mean, you never know. What if we have guests and I need 50 different coffee mugs all at the same time? But yeah, I'm prepared. So anyway, back to this. This was a big deal. This was a big deal announcement. So for those of you who've never seen The Crow, it came out, I think it was in 93 or 94. No, it came out in 94. And it was a big, big deal at the time. And this was in the days, obviously, before the internet, before people spoke, talked about movies and things online and everything else. So it it achieved the kind of word of mouth that you think people get today. It got that without social media. And sadly, a big part of that was because of Brandon Lee's accident. And so that was very sad. And I think it also might have contributed to the success of the film. I think people maybe were like wanting to see it more because they thought, it's tragic and it, but they wanted to see the movie. Also, fans of the comic that it's based on, which I was. So I was going to go and see it regardless. And as it turned out, a lot of people went and saw this movie. And I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, so Caustic Plastic, which is the company that did this, they're the last few things they've done that caught my attention that I saw. They did a Frankenstein that was incredible. They've done, I think, a Bela Lugosi Dracula, and they've done Bride of Frankenstein. Or no, wait, did they do? You know what? We're right on this page. We can go and look. We have the technology. Oh yeah, the Bloodsport. Oh my God, these. I'm very, very much into these. There it is, the Frankenstein. They're trying to do. I think they're doing a line for the Universal monsters. So the Frankenstein is incredible. Oh, they got a John Wayne, Lon Chaney, Phantom of the Opera, Toshiro Mifune. This one I can't believe it. And of course, Missing in Action. Oh yeah, that was it. It was Christopher Lee's Dracula they did, and they did the Peter Cushing Van Helsing. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting a little sidetracked because I didn't actually scroll down all the way before. They do a Dracula versus. Anyway, my point is that they did this horror line that they've been doing, and I was paying attention to Caustic Plastic after I noticed all that. So once The Crow popped up, it blew me away. I'm going to show you some of the photos of it here because when you see this, some of these pictures are unreal. We'll get to that in a second. But first, we'll say that so there were 4 SKUs. There's 4 different SKUs of it. You have this one, which is I believe this is the standard version. which is the cheapest one. Oh, here it is. Yeah. The standard one. Yeah, there he is. Oh, accept all those cookies. Okay, the standard one, as you can see, like look at these pictures. Oop, here, let me see if I can blow that up a bit. Okay, there we go. Can I move that around? Yes, I can. As you can see, the hair is sculpted. It's got sculpted hair, which is fine. I think it looks really good for sculpted hair. I'm not complaining. Then you see he's got the leather jacket, the guitar, the shotgun, his torn up and beaten up black tight bodysuit, leather pants. The chair. I don't know if any of you remember, and let me know in the chat if you do. There was a poster of him. I remember at the time because I was in my first year at university, and this poster was on my wall. I went and bought it for my wall at the residence where I was living at school, and it was him sort of sitting back like this in that chair, and it was just the coolest. Oh my god, it was the coolest picture. It was amazing. But yeah. Oh, okay. And thank you, Corinne. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Thanks again. I'll see you at work. Bye. But yeah, the look with the chair, I just love. But at any rate, as you can see, like I said, this hair is sculpted here. It still looks great, in my opinion. I don't see a problem with that. And if that's the poster. That's sort of, well, it's sort of the poster. It's not exactly like that, but it was close. Yeah, it was one of those things, that yeah. I absolutely love this movie, is I guess what I'm getting at. It came out at a time for me where it ended up being, I don't know, it was pivotal for me. It was one of those movies that came out. I was the right age. I was the right time to see that movie. And yeah, it hit me in that way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And so for that reason, as I said, it was massively popular in the early 90s, this movie. So, that made it really difficult for me to ignore this figure. Also because of the fact that the movie came out the year that I met my wife, and we went on our first Halloween together that year, and she dressed as the Crow. She had long hair at the time, and then she did the white face paint and the black, the black leather pants and the black top and the jacket, everything. She looked amazing. I knew she was the one at that point. But enough about me. So anyway, that's the standard version. That's the cheapest version you can get, 379 euro. I'm not entirely certain what that converts to in US or in Canadian. I haven't really looked it up. But then we go on to the deluxe edition, which is a little more expensive. But as you can see, this one comes with more stuff, and it's rooted hair. And I'm just going to say the rooted hair, as good as the sculpted hair looks, look at, like, that's Brandon Lee. That is crazy how good that is. And the rooted hair just adds to it. So it's, yeah, they nailed this. They nailed this one. It's just, I don't know. I wonder if it's one of those things where, because I have such a personal connection to it, that I'm not able to be as objective maybe as I should be. But hey, But yeah, like they Caustic Plastic is a real contender here. Like, this is insane how good this is. Um, Now, as I said, it's a more deluxe version, so it comes with other things. You still get the chair. Basically, as you go to each of the 4 versions, um, you're getting the same thing, but you're getting more with it. So by the time you get to the final super deluxe version, you're basically getting everything that all the other sets have, and it's got the rooted hair. But we'll get to that. As you can see, this one comes with they all come with a crow that you can put in flight. It's got the bullet through the hand thing, which is great. Yeah, it's a really, really good figure. Oh, and my my wife popped in. Hi, honey. But yeah, so yeah, it's a, and then she distracted me. It's a really, really, really good figure. Yeah, Rapid Fire is a great movie too. I love that movie. I remember that. I remember Showdown in Little Tokyo. That was another one. I love that movie. I honestly don't think I've seen a bad performance out of Brandon Lee when he was alive. Like, I don't think I've ever I can't, I mean, granted, he sadly didn't get to do a lot, but I don't think he ever really did a bad job. He would have been a massive star had he not tragically died. He would have been a massive star. But then, as you see, you get the chair again. And I like how they give you the the stats on the chair. You get the bird again. So as you can see, it's rooted hair. The rolling eyes. It does have rolling eyes. And they have a proprietary rolling eye function. What they do with Caustic Plastic is that the eyes are crystal, so they have more of a natural wet look, so they look much more realistic. So that's really cool. But yeah, real leather outfits, real metal blades. Magnetic stand. That's the other thing, that's got a magnetic stand, and apparently their magnetic stands with Caustic Plastic are really, really good. But it comes with luxury diorama and luxury box art. But yeah, there's where you sort of see what you get. You get the chair, you get all the hands, the guitar, the shotgun, the katana, the bass, the magnetic bass. Here's the crystal eyes, as you can see. See if I can bring it. Oop, all right, maybe not quite that much. There we go. But yeah, it's Caustic Plastic's proprietary eye technology developed to push realism to the next level in 1/6 scale action figures. Thanks to a specially engineered structure, it accurately recreates depth, transparency, and the natural curvature of the human cornea. So in other words, like, here, let's zoom in. Look at the eyes. Look at that. That's insane. Like, my God. It's unreal how cool that looks. But anyway, yeah, so you got, and you might, I think you get if you buy it from their website, you get a t-shirt. Which, it's nice. It's a nice gift. I don't know how many people really need it, but it's a nice little thing to do. But yeah, so that's that version. All right, let's go back. Okay, then you're getting into the deluxe gold edition, which is the second highest one. And I'm sorry to be dragging this out, but I mean, this is important, right? This is important. I mean, it's still a nice little thing they do. They have to give you something else because of the fact that they don't really do much of they don't do a payment plans like Sideshow does. You have to drop a large chunk of the final cost up front, as a deposit, and then they give you the whole, you know, they'll bill you for the rest of it when it comes out. So maybe this is just the way from, you know, but you know, it's yeah. But yeah, it's the way that they've done this is just amazing. So here, let's look at this guy. This is the deluxe gold version. Oh, okay. So pictures, there we go. So basically what we've got here is you get the gravestones as a diorama base, which is really, really cool, I think. And the stones are magnetic. So if just for posing variability, you want to have him standing on the base itself, but you don't want the gravestones there, they just come off and there's no holes. So you know, it looks just like dirt. So you could stand him on there if you want to, which I think is incredible. But it also comes with this mask, the Harlequin mask that he found, that he modeled his makeup after. There's a lot of similar pictures, but yeah, I mean, a lot of it is the same stuff that you get. A lot of it is the same, but the thing is, like I said, you're just getting more with it. This, like, I would swear if somebody showed me this out of context, I would think it was an old a photo of Brandon Lee. I would not have thought it was a figure. It's that good. And I'm sure you would all agree. Like, it's incredible what they've done with this this piece. But yeah, it's like, look at, I'm gushing. I know I'm gushing. And I apologize, but look at this. But he comes with that's the other thing. This version comes with a perching crow, so that you can have this crow sitting on his shoulder for posability that way, which I actually really like. Or you can have it sitting on one of the headstones for the graves. But it comes with the perching one as well as the flying one as well, so that you do get both. And there he is in the chair again. Again, this is that poster, or at least it's very, very similar to the poster. But yeah, that's those gravestones are removable. They have a clear little pole for the crow to go on, so you can have them flying. But yeah, and again with the bullet through the hand. And there he is there. More with that. But yeah, like I said, he comes with it comes with the same things as all the other versions. You just get extra. See, now that's what the base looks like. Oh, try and zoom in. This is really hard to do. But like, look at even the detail on the leaves on the ground. Like, that's impressive. Like, look at, they're not just painted on. They actually look like they're like they made little leaves and stuck them on the ground. And that's amazing. And you get the bouquet for the flowers, which is really cool. Like, it's just all this attention to detail. Okay, yeah. So this is what else you get with this version. So all the same stuff. You get the headscape with the eyes, the rooted hair, the hands, black boots that are magnetic, leather trousers, real leather coat, real black shirt. Well, real black shirt, black shirt. The ring, or his engagement ring for his girlfriend. The flying crow, electric guitar. The guitar has a real leather shoulder strap too. That's the other thing that I think is, again, attention to detail. That's amazing. They say the ancient red chair. I don't know how ancient that chair was really supposed to be. I think it was just a chair. But at any rate, the white mask, the perched crow, the bouquet, the diorama with graves, magnetic, and a magnetic stand. So you're getting all kinds of stuff. The more expensive you go, you're getting even more with it. But yeah, like, oh, they're showing the eye technology again, and again, t-shirt. But yeah, so that's the second last version. Now for the granddaddy version of this figure. We're gonna go back. So this is the exclusive edition figure. I'm going to say that this is the one I'm getting. It's expensive. So, but here, it comes with the window from his apartment, the broken window that factors pretty heavily into a few scenes in the movie where he stands in front of it, the sun comes through. When he first realizes what he has become, he does this thing where he jumps through it and then swings back down into the room again. It's like this thing is unreal. This is this window. I can't even begin to tell you how cool that looks. Again, you get all the other same stuff that we got before, but again, it's another diorama base. So you're getting two diorama bases, the gravestones one and this one. And they're not chinsing on these. Look at even the candles are there and broken glass on the ground. Like these are very detailed. Like they've actually put work into these. They're not like, it's not like a hunk of plastic that just looks different. These are actually very highly detailed diorama bases. And just that fact alone makes them, highly worth the money that they're asking. If you're getting all of this, at least anyway. But look, even in the glass is dirty. Like that's incredible attention to detail. Again, there's the gravestones. Again with the window. So what you're getting with this version, you're getting all the things that you got with the other versions. So I'm not going to read those all out again. Ancient red chair. Yeah. So the grave diorama, bouquet, perched crow, white mask, magnetic stand, luxury diorama window. And that's what this is. It's the diorama window thing. And sorry, it's 15. Oh my God. That's huge. Oh, where am I going to put this? Now okay. You know what? That's a problem for another day. I'll find somewhere to put it. It's kind of the same way I talked myself, talk myself into the '89 Batmobile from Jazz Inc. I'll make space for it. But yeah, that's a big window. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely rules out the Detolf. I don't use Detolf. We have one Detolf that I bought years ago that I used to use when my collection was a lot smaller. And I don't even use it anymore. My wife uses it for all of her she uses it for her belts, her championship belts and her medals, all of her boxing stuff. We managed to figure out a way to make it work to hold those. So she can display stuff a little bit. Yeah, so I don't use those anymore. I've got my Magic cases here, and then I made another case here that Costa taught me how to do. So I've got those, and I'm building another case too. So I will have room. Like I say, I don't know where I'm going to put this thing, but I'll figure it out. Yes, I was about to say that's exactly what happened to me. I think a lot of people saw this piece and said, I need it. This is a big one. I want to get it. It's important. And then they realized maybe, I don't know, usually that it happens. I know from past experience, it can happen within a half an hour after making an order like that. They realize that, oh no, I can't afford this. And so I think a lot of these pieces went back. They canceled their orders before the NRD. That's why you got it so quick, Windman. It's because if you cancel it quick enough, you'll get your NRD back. So that's probably what it was. But yeah, I saw that it was waitlisted as well. I put myself on the wait list, and yeah, I think it was an hour or 2 hours later, I got my waitlist converted. And I said, I'm not gonna going to chance this. I want this. I want it bad. And this character means a lot to me from my early 20s. I don't want to say my formative years, but I was younger. You know, you're young when you're into stuff like that at that age. It brings back nice nostalgic warm memories. And The Crow is one of those movies, which also I did just watch again recently, and it holds up. I don't care what anybody says. It holds up. It's still a really good movie. But that's my opinion. But at any rate, yeah. So this guy comes with all the same stuff, the glass, the eyes, the t-shirt. But that window, man. Uh uh but yeah. Yeah, you did, yeah. You did exactly the same thing I did. I was gonna get the gold. I was gonna get the gold because I actually really like the uh I actually really like the gravestone diorama as well. But that window, it's so perfect. But that's exactly what happened to me. I got the waitlist conversion notice, and I went for it because yeah, this is just too good of a figure. And it'll be my first caustic plastic piece because I don't have anything else of theirs. I don't know that I would necessarily back I wouldn't collect backwards with them just because their stuff is really expensive. And also, I don't think, I mean, granted, I didn't actually, in fairness, I didn't investigate this, but I don't think that the ones that they've done prior to this that I would want were ever available on Sideshow. I don't think that the Universal Monsters, I don't think Sideshow ever had those. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. If someone in the chat knows. But as far as I know, Sideshow didn't have those, so I couldn't get a you know a payment plan for those. But yeah, where was I going with this? Right. So at any rate, yeah, I was happy to see that I could get it at Sideshow. And I definitely did. Yeah, they had the, I knew that they had the Mifune, but I didn't know. I don't think they had any of the Universal Monsters. I don't think they had the Frankenstein. I'm positive they didn't have the Lon Chaney. But then I don't think they had the Christopher Lee either. It's too bad because honestly, if I could do a collection of those Universal Monsters, I absolutely would do that and have all of them at some point because there's only so many. It's not like it's a deep pool of figures. And it would be a really cool display to have all those. But yeah, it's one of those things. This will be my first caustic plastic. Probably, unless something crazy happens, it'll probably be the only one, unless I can get those Bloodsport ones, which I am looking at. But oh, is he now? Okay. Really? Okay. Well, when I get off of this, I'm gonna go and check that out. I wonder if I can. I should be able to do this. No, I can. Okay. Lon Chaney. All right, you're gonna have to. I apologize. Let's bear with me for a second. Let's see what comes up. There he is. Oh, and the Phantom of the Opera. Oh, wait, is that the caustic plastic? Oh, it's waitlisted. Okay. But you're almost gone. Okay, let's have a look at this. That's not so bad. I thought that would be more expensive. Low stock remaining. Okay. Oh. Okay. See, this is where I get to have to make a decision. because obviously, as much as I would love to get that, this one is going to cost me a fortune. Canadian, after conversion, for the exclusive edition of this, it's like 900 and something. For the Crow, it's like 900 Canadian. Which is, like I said, which is why I'm glad that I can do it in a payment plan, because God, that's expensive. I haven't spent that much on, I mean, on a single figure. I don't think I've ever spent that much on a single figure. Even my Dewback isn't that expensive. My Dewback was cheaper than this. That thing is huge. Yeah, I noticed that, the Chuck Norris. I would maybe get that. I was never a massive Chuck Norris fan. I liked Missing in Action, and I liked some of the movies that he's in, but I was never like, I didn't really follow him. Like, I wasn't watching a lot of Chuck Norris movies. Had I been that, then, you know, yeah. It has to be mine, and it will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know, like if it really hits a nostalgic spot for you, then at least like it does for me. So I realize that it's pricier. But yeah, it had too big of an impact in my life, and it's a character that my wife even likes. So, you know, I can make that excuse. What? Hey, Calvin. Yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger, and Sidekicks. Yeah, I know. That's yeah. But no, I'm kind of the opinion that the Chuck Norris figure, as cool as that is, I probably don't need that, and I would likely end up, I don't know. I wouldn't know where to put it. It wouldn't fit really with my collection in terms of the way that I collect and the stuff that I collect. So I'd kind of leave it alone for that reason. But yeah, that's you know, this Crow is going to be expensive, but it's going to be mine, and I'm definitely getting it. There's no question about that. But as I was saying earlier about waitlist conversions, those seem to be happening fast and furious lately. Like, the Crow was just the most recent one. Well, it was one of the more recent ones for me. You're right. You're right. We deserve it. Yeah, the waitlist conversion train seems to be on overdrive lately, because while it happened with this Crow figure for me, and then last night I'm on my way home from work, and I got email, and I'm looking, and I had a waitlist conversion suddenly out of nowhere for the battle damage T800 and the Darth Maul on his Sith speeder, the Bloodfin, I think it's called. Now, I didn't get those for the simple fact that it's just, you know, I don't know. I think I had other things on my list at the time, so I just kind of fell apart. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
I have a panel member.
Funny running into you here, sir. Funny running into you here. Of all this, I'm sorry. I thought this was a Wendy's. I apologize. I might be in the wrong place.
Isn't this a Starbucks?
This used to be a Spirit Halloween. I love.
Well,
Spirit
thank you
Halloween.
for popping in, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, apologies for being tardy. I just came from a film. I saw Return to Silent Hill.
How was that?
You know, it was pretty darn good. It
Okay.
was, you know, they got the details right. It was a lower budget film, but it looks like $1,000,000. So
Really?
they stayed faithful to the source material. And then I got home, of course, and I found that I had ordered paint for, I was going to paint my living room this weekend. I got here and someone had stolen my paint. So I had to call, about some stolen paint. But aside from my paint being missing, how are you? How's it going?
Good.
My Batman Returns is about to ship, baby. It's going to be a hoot and a holler.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I have not received my notification for that one yet. But
yeah, I wasn't expecting it until next month.
Yeah, I thought it was a February, March thing I was expecting, but good for you.
It's like Sideshow found like a bunch of stuff. Like all of a sudden, I got a notification today that the Artisan Joaquin Phoenix Joker is like, hey, it's back in stock. It's like, it is.
They've done that a lot lately, I've noticed. Because this guy that I just got today.
Oh. It's treason then.
This guy, he was waitlisted a long time ago and he was gone. You couldn't get him on Sideshow. Yeah. And then one day I was looking through and there he is. He's back. And I was like,
that the C-3PO from Attack of the Clones?
That one too. Yeah, that one's back as well. I guess they have stock that they don't put out all of it, and then out of nowhere, hey, let's throw this back out and see what happens. So
meanwhile, I'm looking at my list of wait lists and none of it's moving. None of my wait lists are moving at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like you have to, is it like I do believe in fairies. I do. Do I have to is that the kind of situation that I'm in? Because I don't know what I'm not. All the time people are like, my wait list. I'm like, I got to rock.
Yeah, I know. It's I got to rock. Yeah, the thing I find, and I noticed again, like I was saying last night, I got 2 waitlist conversions in one night. I got T800 battle damaged, and the Darth Maul on the speeder, the Bloodfin.
I love that Darth Maul. I absolutely adore that Darth Maul, and having a Star Wars vehicle too. I mean, come on.
That's my biggest thing, because I saw the T800, like it came up and it said you haven't, like it says you have until February 1st to, but it, we're as supplies last. And I noticed the T800, it said almost gone already. So I was like, okay, done.
Sounds like the mob shaking you down. It's like, you have 24 hours to bring me my money.
Exactly. That's it. That's what it feels like. I mean, they said that it was, I got until February 1st, but not really. You have till February 1st as long as if we still have them by then. So it was like, okay.
I know, right? You go to pay, but we say a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. So I went ahead and got that because I actually did want to get that and I missed it. So that was great. The Maul, I'm thinking I'm gonna get. I have my, because I'm gonna pose Sidious with my Clone Wars Maul and Savage Opress when he comes in. So I'll have a nice little, maybe I'll have them fighting. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but they're gonna do something.
I was gonna say having that fight was pretty damn epic.
Oh yeah,
was pretty damn epic. When Sidious is just like, "Nah, you've become a rival," and she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna take you on with like this drunken fighting style.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna really try."
He's literally toying with them the whole time.
It was delicious to watch. And then Maul's like, "Mercy." He's like, "Mercy."
Yes.
Mercy.
I know. Oh God, yeah, no, see, yeah, the Crow is good till the 25th as well, but yeah, you got to get it now because once it's gone, I think for sure it's gone.
I mean, how many units are we talking? Last night I heard 3,000 total units, but
it's numbered. The exclusive edition is numbered apparently.
How many of these exclusives are out there? Because
there's 4 SKUs.
Yeah, 4 confusing SKUs.
Yeah, I know. They're literally, it's by the time you get to the fourth one with the window and everything else,
Mhm.
it's basically, it's like the final boss version of this, where you,
Or they have like
literally
an extra life bar though. You thought, but like no, they have another life bar. It's like why?
yeah, exactly. And it's like this thing though. The final version of this. It comes with everything every other version comes with before it. So you literally get everything that all the other versions have.
I mean, even the base model comes with amazing stuff.
The base model is incredible. Yeah, I was impressed. Just even the gold model, the one that comes with the headstones. I loved that. I thought that was great, and that was available when I first got on, and the exclusive one was waitlisted already. So I was thinking I'll just get the gravestones one because it looked really good, but then I got the waitlist conversion for the thing. So it's like all these waitlists converting, and I have a theory. Is it because it seems to me, at least, it's been like a flood of these things all happening suddenly. Like I've seen a lot of waitlist conversions over the last month.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, is this a sign that maybe collectors are initially biting off a little more they can chew without thinking of it and then regretting it later?
Collectors doing things and then and then and then oh god, it's the consequences of my actions.
Exactly.
I mentioned this last night, and but I did a horrible job of it, so I'm going to try it again.
Okay.
The idea of having friction in any sort of transaction, anything that slows you down. The Crow was one of those things that had a bit of friction to it, where you go in to pre-order and you're like, oh, the price isn't that bad, and you realize, oh no, that's the price for the deposit. Oh god. Wow. Okay. It's enough to slow you down and get you out of that routine of just, hey, pre-order, put down $30, cool, you forget about it. Hey, pre-order, put down $30, you forget about it. Your list of pre-orders keeps growing. And then we have the conversation of, ooh, I forgot I ordered that. I forgot I ordered that. Stuff is, again, Sideshow's coming out of the woodwork like, hey, you got my money? You're like, what do you mean? And they're like, oh yeah, remember that thing you ordered a year and a half ago? Yeah, the Piper is calling. So I do think it's the beginning of the year. We're still right after the holidays.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may have put a lot of stuff on plastic, or they just, may have just gone ham in terms of, buying for the holidays. Either way, holidays are usually expensive. For a lot of people, they're expensive. They don't have to be, but they are. We make them that way.
Yep.
So I do think that people are looking at their balance, their budget sheets, and going, ooh, this is you had stuff that was pushed back. So stuff that was supposed to release last fall, which would have been perfectly fine. Instead, they're like, you know what? We're going to push this back by a month or 2 months. And then you get this nice little bottleneck where all of a sudden it's, hey, look, this is about to come in stock. Get your affairs in order. Hey, look, this is about to come in stock. Get your affairs in order. And then you got people going, ooh, cancel. I will eat the NRD on this. Cancel. I am not ready for this. I am not ready. And then lo and behold, hey, your waitlist has converted.
Yeah.
Hey, look at what we found in the back room. Some more Artisan Joaquin Phoenix Jokers.
Oh, this? Where did that come from?
Remember that thing you said that you wanted? Yeah. Because we sold out of it like really fast. Well,
do you still want this? Because look at that. We happen to
you gotta, you better hurry because other people want this too.
Yes, and that's the thing. Oh, okay. So the exclusive, Windman is saying here, they're hand numbered. There's 500 of them.
Okay, I mean, regardless of which version of that Crow you get, it's going to be a special. Special release. Like, absolutely. Just the artistry of it, the base model, and I keep saying the base model, but the standard edition looks incredible. Just the sculpt of it.
The sculpted one, yeah. The sculpted hair looks good on it.
The sculpted hair looks really great on it. The eyes, I still can't get over how great those eyes look. I cannot get over
they're crystal. It's like a crystal. Oh, what did I do there? Okay, there we go.
I was gonna say, I thought you were zooming in on my eyes. I'm like, don't zoom in on my bloodshot eyes.
No, I'm still getting the hang of this thing here. No, they're crystal thing they do, the technology they're using for that is shocking.
It's
How good that is.
beautiful. It makes me now look at my other figures and go, wait a minute. Well, what I got is crap. No, I don't have crap, but
Yeah.
you think, you know, and for a moment you do have the best thing you can possibly get in terms of them pushing the envelope, in terms of them innovating, whether it's Hot Toys or then InArt comes along, or now Jazz Inc. is showing us what they, you know, what they can do, and before long that Catwoman will show up in my greedy little hands.
Yeah.
But now Caustic Plastic is like, well, check us out. Check this out. And I'm not even mentioning J&D, because J&D is so far beyond my.
I don't even look at. I don't even look at. Yeah, I don't even. I try to ignore J&D right now.
I mean, hey, if it's your thing,
it's
great. If it's your thing, I think you can achieve that level of artistry at a lower price point. I think Caustic Plastic is showing us just that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Caustic Plastic is like, you don't actually need silicone skin. You really don't, to make it look like real skin. You really don't. There's another way.
Especially with a character like Eric Draven in the Crow, at least, anyways. But he's got white grease paint on. Like you can hide it's makeup. So, you know, as long as the texture of the skin looks good and he doesn't look porcelain,
yes,
it's gonna look like a real person. Especially because
you're like a cosplayer the Crow. You want it to look like, you know, the actual actor.
It needs to look like Brandon Lee, and they definitely nailed that. That's like, that sculpt is crazy good. But yeah, I'm wondering if just the fact that that so many of the wait lists that I've seen converting the last little while seem to be figures that would naturally be the kind of thing that people would instantly pre-order. Yeah. Either because of FOMO or because it is a property that they're very into, they really like it. But for whatever reason, you know, they're canceling the orders, and I've had to I've canceled things in the past, like figures that I actually wanted, but you know, because you have to be. There are times especially, you know, during the year, where you just have to think about being more disciplined and how much money you're putting out the door for toys. Really, is what it comes down to. But
and when it happens all at once, when it happens back to back to back to back, there's that, you know, there, instead of sending out $300 here, $300 there. Mm-hmm. When it piles up, all of a sudden it's like a splash of cold water, where you realize, crap, I'm about to spend this much money at once. They want this much money now. And the question then becomes, do I got it? Yeah. And then the question becomes, should I be spending this much money all at once? The plan probably wasn't to spend that much money all at once. And hey, if you can get on payment plans and make these things happen, then absolutely, you know, that's the way to go. You stack up too many payment plans, and all of a sudden you're every month buying a new figure.
That's just it, right? Like, that's the thing, and a lot of people do that. I know I've done that in the past. I try not to do it anymore. But yeah, like after a while, you have so many payment plans going. It's like literally you're spending the cost of a figure every other week.
Yeah. I got off the wait list for the 68 Jazz Inc. Batmobile. And, you know, they're like, hey, you know, if you want it, now's your chance to get it. And I was, you know, in the moment, you're like, well, here's my chance. Yeah. I actually got off the wait list for something, Jazz Inc. And I'm like, you know what? Let me put down $300. Here's my deposit, and let me pay $200 a month for 6 months.
That makes it a little more manageable.
It does, but then here's $200 a month that, you know, you just out of nowhere. It's like, well, are you prepared for this? Because it's not like it's not a short term. Here's $300. It's like, no, we got you for like the next 6-7 months.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Extra. Did you budget for $200 a month? Did you? Because I'm feeling the answer is no.
Probably not.
You know, then the question becomes, well, how bad do you really want it? You know, and of course, you always have the option to go, no, I wanted it, but if the stars don't align, you know, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Then that's what it always has to come down to. Because if you're putting money aside for some things like these, and you're taking money out of things where it should be going, then you might have a problem.
I mean, if you find that you're like, ooh, food or bills, or I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people are having that conversation now anyway,
Mhm.
with, how much things cost
Oh yeah.
and, just everyday cost of living. It ain't cheap. And then
Nope.
you factor in things like healthcare and all that other stuff,
Mhm.
and things they pile up real fast. And all of a sudden, this looks far less important in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things. And again, letting go of the figure and going, you know what? Keep that $30 I gave you. Yeah, it's $30. I wish I'd held on to you, but it's either $30 or $350.
Yeah.
Which
Exactly.
do I want to
Yeah.
be out 30 or 350?
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, it comes down to managing your expectations of what you want to spend or what you're comfortable with spending.
Yeah.
And
And it's gonna look different for everybody. Like,
yeah, of
the way
course.
you buy figures, the way I buy figures, it's not gonna be the same. The figures you want, the figures I want, not gonna be the same. You see an unboxing, and all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh, that looks damn sexy." Ooh.
I was saying earlier, I watched TK421's
I love that guy.
yeah, he's great. I watched his Scorch Xenomorph video.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Oh my god, I'm so excited to get that thing in hand. It's massive.
yeah, see, that was one of the things that I was just like, I knew it would be big. I knew, it's 17 inches tall. I'm like, okay, this is gonna take up space.
Mhm.
But then seeing someone actually unbox, and I think it was like MRC, who
Yeah,
actually, I'm just like, that is massive. And then you start to articulate it, and you got the tail going everywhere, and it's just this awesome display piece.
I
Like,
can't
if you
wait.
like Alien, guess what? Boom.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, he had it posed, he had it standing up, like standing upright, like as if it was a person, between the feral predator and Darth Vader, New Hope Darth Vader. And it
I'd
is
like
a
to watch
good,
all of them fight, actually.
yeah. But yeah, it's a good, like, it's 1.5 of the feral predator's heads taller than both of them.
Damn.
It's big.
And that is the thing. I just got the Hot Toys Grievous, and when I took that out of the box, the moments when you take something out of the box and you go, wow.
Yeah.
And the sheer size of that Hot Toys Grievous, standing up, it's big, and it was
there in the back. I'm
pretty
looking at
heavy.
it.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed it.
So that's the thing. That was one of those. I had the Sideshow version.
Yeah.
And he's a little loosey goosey. At the time, though, he was a grail. But he's
they
a
were the
little
only ones
loosey.
who made one.
This one, on the other hand, it's got die cast in all the right places. It's like a feat. It's a feat of engineering, really, because it is still. I would say it's still delicate, but you don't feel like it will stand up on its own. I'll just say that.
Okay, yeah.
Like, the Hot Toys Grievous will stand up on its own without a stand, and the fact that it has the light up lightsabers and everything it comes with, it's an absolutely incredible piece. But that Xenomorph, that Scorch Xenomorph, talk about something that's going to dwarf that in terms of presence, in terms of size. If you only had one, alien thing in your collection,
yeah,
and that was it. I mean, yeah, I've also got the Big Chap on order because
so do I.
Sucker for, like, nostalgia, but also like the history, the fact that that film, it was a man in the suit, and that still scared the hell out of people.
Yeah.
And I want that. I want that representation, the man in the suit, in my collection.
And that was the thing he was saying when he was posing it too. His posing, he was able to pose it without the grabber. He said you can balance it really well because it crouches. So I was saying, I think you're going to see a lot of people not using the crotch grabber thing and letting it stand on its own, and just, it's going to be in a lot of people are going to have it in crouched poses because of that. It'll actually, because the way the tail is designed, you can offset, you can balance it by using the tail to offset if it's front heavy, just curve the tail in a certain ways to add weight in the back, and then it won't fall over. And he had some really good poses.
This room,
yeah, and it's
old building, so it's like, no. I mean, one shelf dive, and I think I would just break out into tears. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
my doll.
No, I know.
Here's what I want to do with it. What I want to do with it, because I know eventually there's going to be, of course, the big chap. Eventually, we're going to have, new Ripley and all
Yep.
that, and I want to have this Scorch Xenomorph because of the way it articulates.
Mm.
Not attach it to the, like, have it standing up. I want to have it attached somehow to the top of my display in a crouched position.
Oh, okay.
It's like the tail coming down, about to like.
Yeah.
So imagine that, like it's sneaking up on someone, and you
That's
look up
cool.
and it's just like there.
That's cool. My plan is for because I got Rain as well, so I'm waiting on that one too. But I want to do a thing where I've got her and Ripley whenever they announce a new Ripley, because they're going to do another Ripley.
Oh yeah.
I want to have her and Ripley sort of back to back, and then facing off with their respective aliens.
Oh, and you know that could actually be an actual film, because it's the timeline all there.
Yep.
You know, they could actually run into each other because they do exist in the same universe. You know, literally neighbors at this point, which is incredible. Yeah. So for all my misgivings about Alien Romulus, I will say it does add some interesting things to the lore, and I can't wait to see the film that comes after this,
the sequel to it. Yeah, I'm excited for that as well. I very much liked Alien. I shouldn't say that. I loved Alien Romulus. There were some things in it that I thought were like, you did not need to do that. You shouldn't have done that. Mostly it was in the context of certain lines that characters said that I felt that was unnecessary, and
get away from her. Come on, that was a bit much, and
I let it go
back in the way she did. I'm like,
yeah, I let it go, but I mean, at the same time, every time I've watched that movie repeatedly. I really enjoy that movie, but every time it gets to that point, I'm like, no.
I mean, I'm too invested at that point where I'm just like, all right, I'll let it. I mean, I like the character of Andy so much that I'm like, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I own it on 4K, so it looks beautiful. It sounds great.
Did 4K do the? Is that the one that has the correction on the Ian Holm animation? Because I know one of them they did some work on it to make it look better.
Interesting. I will need to go back and check, because I do know when I saw it in theaters, I'm like, this looks a little
janky in the theaters.
A little dodgy. Yeah, it's just, again, it's like, why are we doing this? We could have had any, synth in there. We could have had anyone but Ian Holmes.
I liked that it was Ian Holm, but I wish they had just done it better.
Exactly. I'm like, if you're going to do this, and I know some of it was actually practical. Yeah. It's just, if you're going to do something like that, it's got to be perfect. And in this day and age, it's got to be perfect. It just absolutely does, especially if you see people who are doing it better with deepfakes. And I'm not a fan of deepfakes and AI outside of fan films.
Right.
I just think that it's, in a way, it's cheating. It's a tool, but if you let the tool do all the work for you, you didn't do it. Chat GPT did it. You didn't do it.
There are more than enough people working in Hollywood that do that kind of work that are talented enough to do it themselves without the use of AI. And the fact that they'll use a cheat like that. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? You're making an ungodly amount of money to make these movies. Do the work.
do the work. Hire a human to write the scripts.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, you could say there's nothing new under the sun, but the reason we got Alien to begin with was because someone sat down and went, okay, what do we want to do? Let's make a scary slasher trucker movie in space.
Yeah.
And what's the creature going to look like? And then they go to HR Geiger and go, hey, we need you to make us a creature. He's like, check this shit out. And you look at it, you're like, I just don't know where to start. It's like pretty cool, right? It's like, god damn, this is, again, nightmare fuel. And it's a design that holds up to this day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you have people like sit down and go, okay, we want this machine that comes back, that travels back in time to
Mhm.
kill this woman, because she's going to have the kid that's going to lead the resistance against the machines in the future,
Mhm.
and it's going to be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's going to be a horror movie, and sure, let's go.
No, why not?
You know, could ChatGPT do that? No, ChatGPT will go, hey, I want a direct sequel to the original Terminator. They'll go, haha, here it is. Let's regurgitate
Mhm.
and let's do that. And some sequels, some requels that we get do feel that way.
Yeah.
In some way, you could say that Alien Romulus felt like, okay, here's a movie that ChatGPT would have
I
made
can
when it
see
takes
that.
all the popular elements, but I think it had just enough
Yeah.
to be its own thing,
Mhm.
and knowing what went into it, and I mean, all the acting was great, and
Mhm.
the set pieces were great. I will say, you know, didn't feel like anything new necessarily, but it was a fun time. It was a
Mhm.
fun time.
Mhm.
It looked great. It sounded great, and I can't wait to see what they do next. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think, you know, that creativity, the human creativity has got to be there. It's not something that a machine can replicate just yet. It
Mm.
can certainly regurgitate the past. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it can take that and mix it up and go, haha, I made something new. It's like,
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, just shuffling around the same ideas just so they come out in a different way is still the same ideas,
It's,
regardless of.
it's nothing new. It's not pushing us forward. I mean, you look at some of the more recent Jurassic Park films,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, say what you will, you know, they're entertaining,
Mm.
but after the first film, it's kind of like, now what do we do?
Yeah.
Lost World, entertaining in a different way. It was definitely a different film, but then after Lost World, it's like, well, now what do we do? And
Yeah.
that's when we got Jurassic Park 3, which
Yeah.
has a new appreciation all of a sudden. So, hey, there are Jurassic Park 3 fans out there. I
You know,
appreciate it for what it is now.
that's yeah, the 3 was I didn't hate 3. 2, I actually liked Lost World. I think the reason why 2 works and the ones after it don't really as well is because at least the first 2 films were based on Crichton books.
Right. Right.
So he had already written the stories. They granted the movies weren't exactly the same, obviously. Um, but you know, there was source material. Those were coming from somewhere. Those were not just some studio, you know, throwing money at a computer and saying, "Come up with a new idea." So I mean, in that regard, I found 2 actually for me for whatever reason. I found 2 had Lost World felt like it had, for lack of a better phrase, it felt like it had more teeth than the first one did.
Well, it just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Hit the ground running. The setup doesn't need to be there because you already
Mhm.
know there are dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The audience already knows.
Mm.
So there was the mystique of the first film, there was the build up and then the reveal. And then once you had the reveal and the ooh, the ah, as
Mm.
Ian says, like, ooh, wow, that's how it always
Running
starts.
and
There's
screaming.
running and screaming. That's what the first film,
Yeah.
it was all magic. It was this spiritual, you know, seeing the Brachiosaurus is like this
Mhm.
spiritual event for the
Yeah.
audience and the people on screen, and it turns into a horror movie.
Yeah. And that's
And by the end of it, it's like an adventure horror movie. And by the end of it, the audience has been taken on a ride.
oh,
Lost
yeah.
World is just like, you already know, you're here for the dinosaurs. You know
Yeah.
what they look like. Now let's do interesting stuff
Yeah.
with the
Exactly.
dinosaurs. And, you know, here we go. Let's go. People are going to be eaten. Check it out.
Yeah. And that was the only thing I always had a problem with the Jurassic Park movies, at least for the first 2. Granted, you know, Spielberg movies, he's never going to do anything that's particularly graphic, and he never, you know, at least not in that genre, but I would love for them to have been more a little more gory.
I want an out and out. I mean, the first Jurassic Park movie is a horror movie. It
Mm.
is. Because let's face it, even in the book, they're like, well, one person was like, "Oh, you made real dinosaurs," and he's like,
Mm.
"Actually, they're not real dinosaurs because no one's ever seen a dinosaur. We made
Mhm.
what we think dinosaurs look like."
Right.
It's like, you know, you splice together a bunch of stuff and like, it's a dinosaur. It's like, you think that's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
You've never seen one. You made monsters is what you did.
Yeah. Mhm. And
And
that's it. Yeah.
the last Jurassic Park movie, Rebirth, I think is probably the closest since then that we've come to a horror movie, but it didn't go all in. So if you're
No.
going to go and say, "Hey, look, we made mutations, and here's all the mistakes we made, and here's where we did all the secret cloning and all that stuff," then go all in and show us the mistakes
Yeah.
and the mutations, and show us the horror that is behind all this, because you would have had mistakes, many
Oh, yeah.
mistakes in creating your perfect dinosaurs.
Guaranteed.
So I guess it was a fine movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's kind of running on fumes at this point. But
I
I'm
think
sorry, how do we get to?
I don't know how we got on
Oh yeah,
this.
Ian
Yeah.
Holm. Yes,
But
Ian
no,
Holm.
we
We
were talking about we were talking about stuff that we've canceled.
Yes, cancellations. Again, when the rubber hits the road,
Mm.
you're like, hey, guess what? Do you got it or not? And if the answer is no, you can keep the NRD. And
Yeah.
if I'm not ready for it, I was ready for it maybe a year and a half when I pre-ordered it.
Right.
I was ready for it when you said it was going to be released.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared myself. After a year and a half of checking your website, I know the window that it's supposed to be, the quarter that it's supposed to be released in. I have prepared myself. When that changes,
right,
all of a sudden you've messed up my math.
And the thing too is that how many of these things that they're announcing now that people are you're going to put down like in my case for the Crow, that's a $90 NRD, because it's over $900 Canadian.
Ooh, okay. I mean, and you went through? Do you go through Sideshow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't go through like Caustic, where you're like,
no,
it's $300, right?
No. For me, I would have had to put down almost $500.
Yeah.
It would have been almost $500 to do that through Caustic. And when I saw it on Sideshow, I also was able to throw I had a $25 code on it.
You had a code that actually worked
for that. Yeah, I know, it was weird, but it worked for that. Plus, I had some reward points, so I actually knocked about $120 off of it.
Damn, all right, that's good.
Yeah. So it worked out for me, but yeah, it's the thing is that people do that, and then something like that comes up right now, but then your Ghostbusters are coming out in a month probably.
Remember those?
Remember those? Everyone forgot about the Ghostbusters. You got 4 figures coming in at $300 each.
Yeah.
There you go. For me, at like $450 each.
And that's if they actually release when they say they're going to release.
I suspect they'll be delayed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I didn't pre-order them, but I did pre-order the Blitzway DeLorean, and I'm tempted to cancel it, just because when I pre-ordered the DeLorean from Back to the Future 2, which is my favorite Back to the Future film, and my favorite version of the DeLorean, when I pre-ordered it, that was before we got the animated series Batmobile from Jazz Inc.
Right.
That was before we got the 89 Batwing 1/12 scale. That was before I got off the wait list for a 68 Batmobile. And that was before they started hitting us with all this. That was before Indiana Jones. That was before
That's right.
The Big Chap, I believe. That was before all these great 2.0s. Hey, look, here's another Anakin. Here's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here's just all this really, really great Star Wars stuff. Here's your Han Solos. Here's your Leia, your Bosch Leia.
Oh yeah.
Crap. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, something, I don't know if everything I ordered is going to make the cut.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, because eventually you do suddenly remember all those other things that you've pre-ordered, or that all those other things that you've put on a wait list, and there's a good chance. It seems like there's a good chance that your wait list is going to convert. Lately, at
I would say nothing is lost these days. Nothing is forever, oh, I missed out on it. There's going to come an opportunity to get the thing that you missed out on, and probably at retail.
More than likely, yeah. Because there's so few of these things now that are truly exclusive. Like in the truest sense of the word. I feel like I think this Crow is one of
This
those
Pro
things.
will be exclusive. I do believe. Yes.
There's only 500 of that set. Then yeah, you if you want it, you better get it now.
I
Because
mean, I think that goes for like any of these, Crow. It's like, who's going to make another Crow?
oh, exactly.
Depending on how well this sells. But again, who's going to make, how long did it take for us to get this Crow?
Yeah.
And then is someone going to go, well, I know you released one last year. Now I'm going to release one. It's like, I have a feeling the people that got the Crow are going to get the Crow that they
Mhm.
love, and it's going to be on the shelf, and they're going to go, can you make a better Crow for cheaper than the one I already spent money on?
Mm-hmm.
And
then
is
the
it going
answer
to
is
be
no.
fantastic enough to get me to buy it again?
Yeah, and that's it. It's just not likely. I mean, in terms of, especially with a character like the Crow, I mean, you're talking about one good movie, and then
Very niche. It's
Mhm.
cult classic. It's very niche.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is an iconic performance from now a cult classic.
Yeah,
It's got a fan base, but is that once that fan base is satisfied, can you double dip on that fan base,
can't
or is that
keep
fan base going to double dip on that
right.
figure when they're like, well, I got it.
Mhm.
I got it, and I paid a lot for it. Or well, I
Mhm.
paid what it was worth,
Right.
because it's priced right for what you're getting.
I think so too. Yeah.
But once they've made that sacrifice, once they've ponied up and paid that NRD or put it on a payment plan or whatever they did, and whatever version of it they got, they've already spent hundreds of dollars,
Mhm.
and they'll most likely have it in hand, and he'll appreciate it. It's not going to fall apart because you have leather goods.
Mhm.
So unless there's something
Metal weapons.
unless you have something that really horrible happens to this figure and it turns out horrible, which I do not think is going to be the case.
No.
Because I do think Caustic Plastic, I think they mean business. I do.
Mhm.
And I don't think they can afford to put out a bad figure.
Especially not
they're-
one with this kind of a high profile.
Exactly.
They're gonna
Because
get
how
noticed.
forgiving
If
are
it's bad,
collectors
they're
gonna
going to
be?
get noticed.
This is your chance to make a splash. This is your chance to wow us. You've got the new eye technology. You've got all these, you did the work in terms of the body, in terms of the textiles. I mean, the leather goods, and
Yep.
the price was right. And you offered multiple price points, all these accessories and bells and whistles. What else could you possibly offer with this figure? I think this will be the definitive, for a long time, the definitive Crow.
Yeah.
I dare you to make a better one.
Exactly. And the funny thing is you watch, people are going to spend the money on this exclusive version, and there's going to be I don't think it'll be a ton of them, but you'll probably see over the next couple of years after it comes out, over the next few years, after that, you'll see people flipping them on eBay for thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Thousands
Because
of dollars.
it's like, hey, if you missed it, you missed it. Here's your opportunity to get it. Again, it doesn't disappear into the ether.
Right.
But unlike certain figures, unlike your Anakin Skywalkers and your Obi-Wan Kenobis and your Darth Vaders,
Mhm.
even some of your Stormtroopers, those are going to get 2.0s.
Oh yeah.
Those are going to get 2.0s. They made a lot of them, and if you wait and you're patient, you'll get it. You'll get it, and probably for cheaper than retail in many cases. It was a grail until it wasn't.
Well, that's just it. I mean, those Sideshow made, for a while, they made their versions of the clones. They had fives and
Yes.
those
People swear by those. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Hot Toys is like, here's our version.
and it looks more, and it look, the Hot Toys ones look like Tamara Morrison.
Yeah.
It's like you said, things are exclusive until they aren't, and then what do? You just, that's why I always say this is not a speculator's hobby.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
no.
if your intention is to buy things that you're going to flip for twice what you paid, in a year after you bought it, you're in the wrong hobby.
It's art.
Yeah.
To varying degrees, it's art. There's artistry there. The sculpt is there. It is art. That's why it costs so much.
Yeah.
Probably costs a little cheaper than it does, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. but it's not the kind of art. It's mass produced. These are mass produced products, and if you're in it to invest and hold on to stuff in the box, you better hope you sell it before someone 2.0s it, or before it falls apart, or before people lose interest. You know, like that Mando line. I sold everything but the Mandalorian, Grogu, and the swoop bike. I had I had a good number of figures from the Mando line because Mando was hot.
Yeah.
You know, and I got into collecting, and I'm like, wow, Mando, and I want this figure and this character and this character. And after a while, I'm like, I stopped caring about Mando. It was around season 3.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm not as excited.
Oddly enough.
You know, it's weird, right? When you don't have that home
that it was
run,
season
and
3 that did it.
the landing, you know.
It's the thing for me with Mando was the I was as enchanted with The Mandalorian as everybody else. And yeah, season 3, if the problem is, I think, and it was the problem that Disney was having with the Star Wars shows on Disney Plus in general, is the format itself did not lend itself to that kind of long form storytelling. And because of that, you've got a specific story you're trying to tell, and you've given yourself only 8 episodes to tell that story. And then you're cutting 2 of those episodes out to tell some side story that has nothing to do with the main story. Of characters we're never going to see again. Like it's dumb to do that.
I mean, it's okay to have a little, you know, the Star Wars universe. It's a big one.
Sure.
Although it seems like with every new show, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller because, you know, there are no mysteries left in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And yet we still watch. But yeah, if you have 8 episodes, all 8 had better matter.
They all have
to. If you're
hit.
releasing them weekly,
yeah,
the one you released this week had better be good enough that people are happy with it until the next episode. Otherwise, if it's not great, people are going to bitch about it until the next episode.
I like my big thing was I was okay with the Mandalorian. The Bo-Katan storyline I was fine with, because I like the character. I always liked Bo-Katan from the Clone Wars, from the cartoons, everything. I've always liked that character. And then the fact that Katie Sackhoff came in to actually play her in live action, 100% in. I was totally in for that.
Yeah.
So I had no problem with the whole storyline of, you know, retaking Mandalore and all that stuff. That was great. I was fine with that. It was that ridiculous thing with Lizzo and Jack Black. It was the episode with the one not defector, the one former Imperial, the I forget what she did.
Was the Doctor
Pershing episode, or not Pershing, sorry. Yeah, Dr. Pershing.
Yeah, Dr. Pershing. Yeah. Actually, I really like that episode. I just think it felt out of place. Even though it does fit, it felt like it should be its own thing almost.
That was the thing. I felt like it felt out of place. The beginning of that episode, and the end of it. The two bookends of that episode were part of the regular, because they started off with Bo-Katan having seen the mythosaur under the water, and then it goes off on this thing with Dr. Pershing, and then it comes back to Bo-Katan again at the very end.
You see that mythosaur and you just jump out of your seat like, holy, and then it goes off in a completely different direction with this character you forgot about,
and it's like, wait, no, go back. I want to know about that.
I want to know about the thing you just showed us.
You just showed me a dinosaur.
Was there payoff? I do love seeing, you know, Mandalore in live action. I love, you know, revisiting it, especially after the Clone Wars. I just think that the structure, the storytelling, like if you have 25-minute long episodes,
they're not long.
And if it's all over the place, like this is 20 minutes, it's like, okay, this is 40 minutes. Okay, this is like, again, if you're making people, it'd be a different story if you released it all at once. And I think people would probably have a different, I guess, take on season 3 if it was released all at once.
If you could binge it, I think people, or watch them in like 3 episode chunks.
Well, that was the great thing about Andor season 2, which is the best thing since sliced bread. But each week, it felt like you got a Star Wars movie
Mhm.
because Andor season 2 gave you 3 episodes every week,
Yeah, and you
and
could
it was
watch
a
them all.
complete arc
Yeah,
every
you
week.
got actual story arcs of that chunk of the overall story, and
Yeah.
that was a much better way to do it. I don't know why they didn't think of that the first time, but you know, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do except for make fewer Star Wars shows? I'm okay with Star Wars animation. I
Yes,
think it lends itself quite well to long form storytelling. I think there's a lot you can do in animation. You just can't quite do
right.
in live action the same
Yeah.
you can do in animation. And I think people are trying to squeeze live action into a animation mold, and the
Yeah,
two aren't the same thing.
no, they're
They're
not.
just they're just not. It's different. It's different kind of storytelling. You can
Right.
do different things in animation. You can get away with a lot more in animation for whatever reason. But live
I
action, I
mean,
think people have different expectations.
yeah, it's a funny thing with the way that they've done that. But I mean, like the other thing too is that there's I can't believe that I'm even saying this, but there is such a thing as too much Star Wars.
Absolutely, and I've said that
And
for a long time.
if
Too
you
much
had
of a
asked
good
me
thing.
that, yeah, if I would have said you're crazy, 25 years ago, I would have said, no way, there's never, no, there's never, no such thing. But it's funny over the years as you realize that part of what makes it so great is that it's special.
It was rare. You got
Mm.
it every few years if you
Every
were
3 years.
lucky.
Yeah, you got a new movie every 3 years. And then like that's why the original trilogy felt like it was such a large part of our lives growing up, was because it took them 9 years to tell the story. Like it was, what was it? 77,
77 to
80,
80.
83. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So 6 years.
Yeah, but even
Right.
still, it was 6 years, and then you had what 20 some odd years
In
with no
between.
movies, and so what we
Yeah.
had the books, we had the comics, we had our action figures, but
Mhm.
we still had our VHS tapes,
Mm.
and we
No, we
wore
wore
those,
them out.
wore them out, and we read the Heir of the Empire,
Yeah.
and we wrote all the game. We had the video games,
Yeah.
but
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire, I still want to see that as a movie.
Yeah.
Do it as an animated movie. I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Change some of the problematic elements of it, but I do
I
think
don't remember any problematic elements.
it's mainly the Prince Shizor stuff
Been a
with
long
him,
time.
like hitting on Leia and using his pheromones to kind of like
Oh, the
drug
pheromones.
Leia.
Right. Trying to
Yeah,
influence her. Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
right.
it's
I
like,
forgot about the pheromones.
yeah, it's like,
Ah,
are you trying to roofie Princess Leia? Like, what are you trying to do here, guy? But
I say throw the pheromones in there. Let's go.
let's just go for it, because it would be great if you try to do that and Princess Leia is like, yeah, I'm not falling for your shit. What
Well,
do you think you're
essentially,
doing?
that's kind of what happens
Because
in the game, is that it doesn't work on her as well as,
it doesn't work. No, and
yeah,
he keeps trying to like turn it up and like
yeah,
pump out more.
actually makes it more of a power play for her. So I
Yeah.
mean, there you go. And oh, there's the wife.
Yep.
You got a wave. You got a wave. Wave
Gotta
back.
wave.
She just got home.
hello. Hello there.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be, I think, a better thing for Star Wars to be less Star Wars.
Yeah, build the anticipation, build the make it an event again. Because let's
That
face it, if
said,
you're
I am
watching it at
still,
home by yourself, it's not
yeah,
an event. You
no.
know,
And there's something about the scope and the scale of it on a TV rather than on a big screen in a theater. Like
Star Wars is big. The
it's
ships
big
are
and
big.
it should always be
Stories
big.
are big. The galaxy. It's
Yeah.
You're going between planets and going in light speed and
Yeah,
all this
exactly.
other stuff. It's all big.
Everything is big,
The
and it should be
sound is
treated
big.
that way.
The music is supposed to be big.
Yeah.
It was all larger than life, and
Yeah.
it was built for the theater and not for a 65-inch TV.
No. And I mean, that's the thing too. It's like, with all that, like that said, I am still, I'm very excited for season 2 of Ahsoka. I'm also very much looking forward to the Darth Maul Shadow Lord. That looks amazing.
I am looking forward to that. You saw some TK troopers in there, right?
Yes.
So those TK troopers that side
coming back.
just well, guess what? They're really hammering home those TK troopers. It's like it makes sense though, because that is the in between.
Star Wars should go back to also going back to being what it used to be. Was it sold toys?
Make
hasn't
toys,
done
make
that.
characters that I want toys of.
Yeah,
Do that.
Yeah, and for even for kids, it hasn't sold toys. The sequel trilogy era did not sell toys.
I mean, the characters were kind of boring.
Yeah,
In the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, it's just like, did you make any interesting aliens
No.
from the sequel trilogy? And I'm trying to, none of it stuck with me. None of it stuck. I'm sure there are people though, like young kids, who probably love the sequel trilogy.
Oh, sure. I'm sure there's some.
But I don't remember anyone's name from the sequel trilogy.
No.
I don't remember any of the real alien character designs. And there were a lot of aliens, I believe. It's just, did it have that spark? And maybe it's something you can't recapture. Maybe it's something that, like,
yeah, that's also possible. Yeah.
Original trilogy had its style. It was very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
The prequels, say what you will, they had a distinct style. It was very distinct, and it was new for Star Wars.
And
the sequel trilogy didn't have anything that was really new.
No. The thing I've always been of the prequel trilogy, at least, I've always been not one of those people that just hated it. There were things, I remember at the time, there were things that I didn't care for, but overall, I still liked the fact that it was a cohesive story told in 3 parts.
It was a cohesive story. It was fun to watch. There were new things to see. I watched the hell out of the prequels when they first came out, and I still to this day enjoy the prequels now more than I think I enjoy them.
Actually, so do I. I like them more now than I did before.
Yeah, it's really strange, but I'm just like, you know what? There's this Phantom Menace is actually a pretty damn good movie.
I actually loved Phantom Menace when I came out of the theater when I saw it for the first time. I actually really, really liked it a lot. It wasn't, I didn't have the problem with Jar Jar that I think a lot of people did. I
think it was cool to hate on Jar Jar, but
yeah.
I didn't hate. I thought it was fun. I didn't take it too seriously because it's Star Wars. It's still space wizards and laser swords. And I thought, Jar Jar, it's like, okay, you're a goof. And you're also in the middle of this giant, you're chaos in the middle of chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's
cool. Run
exactly what he's supposed to be. And, that's fine. And that I totally was fine with that. But yeah, I think when you get away from when you don't embrace the novelty of Star Wars anymore, that's when you start to lose it. And the last cool new thing I saw in a Star Wars property since Disney bought it was, and to this day, and I'll die on this hill. In Rogue One, the introduction of the U-Wing Starfighter. I love that design. The U-Wing is a cool looking ship.
That is a fun ship.
I really enjoy that ship. That was
like, okay, we're gonna have it do this, and we're gonna have it do this. It's like, that's cool.
I really and then I found out it's not actually a fighter; it's a troop transport, but it also has fighting capability, and I thought that is really cool, and I love that ship. I don't know who designed it. Probably somebody that's a holdover from when Lucas was still in charge, but
I was gonna say that sounds like something. At the very least, Doug Chang was like, "All right, here we go. Let's do this."
I'm sure he was involved.
But the idea that you mentioned Rogue One had some great trooper designs.
Oh yeah,
Rogue One was the Death Troopers, the Shore Troopers, the Tank Trooper, Tank Commander.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Gave us some really great trooper designs. And
they went in deep with the this point in the Empire. It's more lived in. So you've got Imperials are just the Stormtrooper designs. They weren't new looking. They weren't shiny. They had all different functions that they did, and they all had different armors to support those functions. And
which makes total sense.
Perfect sense.
Remember the first time you saw a snow trooper, you're like, what the heck is this? Okay,
But now you think about it, it makes sense that they dress that way.
It makes total the scout troopers again. It's like, whoa, okay, yeah, it makes
Oh,
sense that you would look like that, and
yeah. The
you
scout
know,
troops were my favorite as a kid. I loved
oh, yeah.
them. I loved that design. I had multiple action figures of scout troopers, and the second that I was able to get the Return of the Jedi scout trooper and the
And that
speeder
speeder
bike.
bike, love that speeder bike.
Oh, I know.
Takes up
He's
so much
right,
space,
it's
but
right there.
so good.
It's so great. I love it. But yeah, like that's the thing. And if you don't have that kind of attachment to it, that's why things like Star Wars, it's why they can die as time goes on, because they are for a lot of people a specific time in their lives, right? Like that's
Yeah,
what nostalgia is. It's something that connects you to another time when things were a different way or whatever, that you felt happy. And that's, what you get with Star Wars a lot of the time. But if you don't have that anymore, that's
I mean,
that's what dooms a franchise like this in the future. If there's nothing connecting these people permanently or nostalgically today, 20 years from now, they're not even going to care about Star Wars anymore either.
it'll absolutely lose its relevance,
Yeah.
and it will, if you don't grow the fan base. If you don't grow the fan base, same thing with Hot Toys, same thing
Mhm.
with any sort of, Hot Toys. You need to grow your fan base, which means you need to lower your prices and figure this out.
Oh, for sure.
You need to find a way, and I think that's the case across all of like collecting. And you look at what InArt's doing with 1/12 scale,
Yes.
where it's just like, oh, you're able to offer probably the best 1/12 scale figures, or some of
Yeah.
the best 1/12
They
scale
look
figures
great.
out
They look
there,
great.
and the price is one that people can look at and go, oh yeah, I can get behind that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I can, so maybe people who are canceling those pre-orders for 1/6, because you're 350, 500,
Yeah.
700,
Yeah.
they're like $80 for a, Batman. And eventually, we're gonna get from Jazz Inc., a 1/12 scale,
There's people are going to
tumbler
start
and all
dipping
that.
their toe into it.
I
That's what
mean, it
happens.
takes up less space, still looks good on the shelf. It's still that representation. You still get to have the act of collecting and bringing things in. You're just not breaking. You're not breaking the bank. You're not
Not
going
breaking the
cold
bank on it.
turkey
Yeah.
on, stepping away from collecting, because when you go cold turkey, you kind of lose. Like I took a step back from like collecting records for a hot minute, and I found that I forgot that I had a record collection, just because I wasn't part of my rhythm anymore. Going to the record shops and
Yeah.
going, being on the streams and talking to people about the record releases, and there wasn't the constant stream of releases.
Mhm.
So that's why, it slowed down. And eventually I'm like, oh, let me try to get back into this, because I do appreciate the artwork, appreciate everything about them. But when you lose that momentum and you lose the community, surrounding it, and let's say I stop collecting records tomorrow, I might not pay attention to the latest release
Right.
from so and so, or it might be really difficult for me to get excited because I know I'm not going to get it.
Mhm.
And I could appreciate the artistry, I could appreciate all this stuff, but in the back of my mind, I would be like, but I'm not going to buy it. I
Yeah.
won't own it, but I can talk about it, I can appreciate it. But then
Sure.
it might be a little difficult to talk about these things if you no longer collected them,
Right. Right. Yeah. I want to say to Winman, thank you for coming in to my first show. I appreciate you. This was great. It was really wonderful to be able to go back and forth with you there for a little while when it was just me. So I appreciate that. Thanks very much. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. But yeah, yeah, I guess I mean we're coming up on 2 hours now, and so I think I've said more or less. I think I've hit everything that all the point. Let me look at my notes here. Did I cover everything?
Did you cover what Jazz Inc. is doing with their that they're making a Batman and Robin from 1966?
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, I was Lael's stream on.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't
I
read?
was
Well, in that
I was
case,
working. Okay. Well,
Uh,
what's this? Tell me more.
they're making it. Well, he said it without saying it, where he's like, "Hey, all y'all going out there and buying, secondhand the Hot Toys, 1/6
Right.
scale Adam West and Burt Ward. I would just say, hold off."
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's like, that's
He
all I'm
said
gonna
it
say.
without
Just
setting it,
hold
saying
off.
it.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
dipping his toe in that,
Mm.
I
But
can only imagine what's next.
none of his the Catwoman's not out yet.
Yeah.
So he nothing's released yet of his 6 scale stuff. The only thing sort of was that Vulture, but that wasn't really that was more of a body that would hold the machine.
I would say the only thing that comes to mind is not a figure, but people are losing their minds over it, is the sitting 89 Batman figure.
Batman. I saw
because
that.
they love the cowl. They like the fact the actual Nike swoop is actually on the boots. They like the accuracy of it, and they like the fact that the price was right.
Yeah.
But people are taking that head sculpt off and popping it on their Hot Toys 89 Batman and going, it's better, because the sculpt it is. I like it more than what Hot Toys did. Hot Toys, I think, did the idealized. I think they do the idealized version of these fake characters, where they take certain liberties and whatnot. And I think Jazz Inc. was just like, no, this is what it looked like in the movie.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that's what he does, right? Like Yost is a stickler for those kinds of details. He's going to get the imagery from the actual source and do that.
I'm tempted to get one just to pop the head sculpt on my.
Does it fit? Those heads? Is it the same mechanism?
I don't know if it's the same peg or not, but I'll make it work. I will make it. I will make it work, and then I will figure something out. I'll just take that head sculpt and put it on that one, and then put that one in my Batmobile.
Oh, okay.
But we should have that by what? I'm guessing April.
I was thinking Catwoman's probably April or May, maybe.
But that's gonna be about $1,000.
Yeah, that's another one. That's what we were saying. Then
all of a sudden, it's getting pretty spicy.
Yeah, they sure are.
It's getting pretty spicy, and I got the 2-pack, which.
Oh, you did the battle damage
and the. Yeah, no, I had to go all in on that. But the Penguin, I got the Mayor version, the deluxe Mayor version, because that's my favorite look.
I like that version. Yeah, I find that looks closer to his comic book look than
him in his underwear.
Yeah, in his really, really dirty long johns.
Yeah, and I've got the Gentleman of Crime, so my idea is like to pop one of the head sculpts, because it comes with multiple head sculpts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of the head sculpts, put it on my Gentleman of Crime. I'll have him in his underwear look, and I'll have him in the Mayor look, and I've got some of the Penguin Commandos that I ordered from as well. So I'll have cool. And because my Batman Returns is apparently shipping this month as well, it's all coming together, baby. It's all
yeah. You're gonna have quite the setup within the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to finally have a Batman Returns. I'm thrilled to finally have a Catwoman and Penguin. I'm thrilled that we're getting Julie Newmar. Hopefully Mars will deliver on their Penguin, so I can have at least Batman, the movie, all those villains.
Yeah, you can actually set that all up then.
Yeah, and then I'll have the 68 Batmobile. I understand that Yost is going to take a swing at the 89 Batcave. We got Batcaves coming. We've got.
I did hear that. Yeah.
It's almost too much.
It's
almost.
As we were saying earlier, yeah, it's like you got to make sure that before you go, yep, I'm gonna have this, and this. You go, okay, but I also have this, and this on the way already. So.
Yeah. That, in addition to the fact that I want to travel this year. I traveled last year a bit. I was in Montreal, I was in New York, I was in Tokyo. And this year I plan on, going probably to Rio or, somewhere in Barcelona. But if you want to do all these things, go out to eat, travel, run around town and do things, buy necessities, clothes, maybe you want to fix up your house. Exactly. All these things put so much pressure on you. And then there are the unforeseen things that
exactly.
Whether it's health related or it's job related or whatever, financial. Something's got to give, and it's usually the tiny men, tiny 1/6 scale men that cost $400.
Yeah, exactly. But
they bring so much joy.
They do, and that's the damnable truth of it. But
It's
yeah,
just it's so much fun, but when it stops being fun, and it starts to be stressful, that's when you're like, all right,
if it's not fun anymore, you got to get out of it.
yeah,
At least take a break from it, because
there you
otherwise you're
go.
gonna,
Take a break.
yeah, otherwise you're gonna hate it, and you don't want to hate it. You know, you want to be able to say, you know, I was in over my head a little bit for a while there, and then I just took a break. I paid off the things that I had. I didn't add anything new. Then when I got things back to level, then I realized, you know what? I didn't miss out on really anything. I can pick things back up a little bit here. And then you don't hate it. Then you're okay. You realize that there are other ways to do it without, you know, bankrupting yourself.
Absolutely. And hey, as we've all seen, those wait lists convert.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And they do. That's just how, you know, that's the world. And people, there's always going to be people like my Dewback is the best example of that.
Oh, that Dewback is.
I love my Dewback. He's up on the top there with this. With
I was gonna
sand.
say that's where he is too. He's on the top.
Yeah.
That's the only place he
He
fits.
can't fit anywhere else. Until I build a new case, I have nowhere else to put. I got to keep him up there. But yeah, what that thing, when I missed out on that on the original period before it got waitlisted, I had it in my favorites, and I kept looking at it, and I kept going, but no, not yet, not yet. I thought I had more time. And then one day I looked and it was gone. And I was like, oh. So I went on the wait list, and it was a while before the wait list converted, but I did actually believe that it would. I thought, you know, it's a big ticket item. I guarantee you by the time there's going to be people who will say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have spent that much. Maybe I can't really spend that much. And then they're going to,
or I don't have the room for it.
Or they don't have the room for it. Yeah. Especially once the word got out of how big it was. Once people started realizing how much space it took up.
That's a reality check right there. The money and the space is usually the reality check that's needed.
Yeah. And then they go, okay, I'm going to eat that NRD, but that's I'm going to have to. But, you know, then certainly there it was. I got the wait list, and it's funny. I made the right call because I got a wait list for that. At the same time I got that wait list converted, and the one for the original Artisan Anakin.
Damn.
And I made the right call.
I think that Artisan Anakin. Talk about a saga. Talk about a tale of woe.
Yeah.
Talk about just
I didn't. You know, the funny thing is that when that originally got went up for pre-order, went up either the same day or within a day of the Heath Ledger Joker Artisan. And the Heath Ledger Joker Artisan, or that Joker came with, it was an Artisan and a sculpted.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do either one. And so I went with sculpted because I didn't know anything about this Artisan. I thought the sculpted looked really good. I'm fine with that. I expected there to be a sculpted version of that Anakin when it came out, and they never did it. And so I didn't order it. And then I was like, I wanted that, you know, I really wanted. And then I got the waitlist thing. But then, you know, by that point, we'd started hearing a lot of horror stories about the hair. So
yep.
In the end, I have a giant pet iguana now. And I'm happy.
And you waited long enough for them to actually go, here's your sculpted Anakin.
Yeah, and exactly. Now I'm getting the sculpted Anakin to go with the Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith, and it's going to be awesome. I'm very excited because Hot Toys does really, really good with sculpted hair.
They do. They do really well with sculpted hair, and I love it. You just don't have to futz with it.
No.
And rooted hair, you're going to have to futz with it. Eventually.
Yeah, there's some futzing involved. And although I'm not concerned about that with the Crow.
I'm not concerned about that with the Crow. I'm not concerned about that with the Chewbacca because that's just implied. No. But the Crow, I think if you can go for the rooted version, if you can splurge on that, any version of the rooted version, I think that's your ultimate Crow right there. But you can't go wrong with any of them because they're all going to look incredible. But if
They
you can
all look-
splurge for that rooted hair, I think that's just cherry on top.
Oh yeah, it's literally it's the extra. It's their version of going the extra mile for that realism. That combined with those the glass eyes. That's
Glass eyes, the leather outfit, all the accessories. What more do you want from this
Yeah.
figure? What
Exactly.
more? And again, is someone going to do this better later on? I dare you. I double dare you.
dare you. Exactly. Who could? I don't even think anyone else has the license for the Crow.
And if they did, they'd be like, well, all right, are we going to do this
Can we do it better?
Because apparently they already sold. Now, of course, if it starts dropping and people are like, oh, I really wish I had that. Oh, I really wish I had that. Oh,
Yeah.
I really wish I had that.
Mhm.
Then maybe another company would go, all right, let's do the I don't know, Heath Ledger Joker, Joaquin Phoenix Joker,
Yeah.
the Batman Pattinson, where it's like, let's release the same figure at the same time.
And that's what they do, like they all want to do their version of it that they think is going to outdo the other versions that other companies did. And
here's our Anne Hathaway Catwoman, and here's our Anne Hathaway Catwoman. You look at it and go,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
one of these things is not like the other.
And you can tell. You can tell. But yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna say this will probably call it because I think we got 2 hours in. So this is a good. This was a good first run. I'm glad I got one person on the panel tonight.
I got out of my movie. I'm just like, all right, time to. And then stuff happened. I'm like, okay. And then after I sorted out.
I did send the link out to Jay, completely forgetting that he was doing his. I think he was doing Best of the Best tonight, but.
Was he doing Best of the Best tonight?
I think so. I got a notification for it. I think that's what it was. So I did send him that out, but Jay, I forgive you.
Thursday night's a pack night. Wednesday night's a pack night.
Everybody,
I think the only night that's not packed is like Monday.
And I know. I think you're right. The problem for me is, and part of the reason why I did it tonight is because I went through my calendar looking like for my work through my work schedule just to see, and Thursdays are the consistently the most free night I have off of a week, just because of the way things run with the NHL and the NBA. It's practically a game every night, right? So there's one or the other. But in this case, February is a lot more wide open for me just because of the Olympics. So there's no hockey. And then all we've got is Raptors games, and most of the month they're away. So I have a nice slow February, which I'm actually grateful for because this has been killing me, the schedule, for the last 2 months. But
I was gonna say you're a hardworking man.
I'm never home because of that stupid job.
Stupid job. Why are you buying these stupid figures?
Keeping me in money. Oh wow. Okay. Hold on. Oh, hello there.
Now the show is classy.
And now, the class level has definitely raised.
My entrance was good. His was better. The difference, showmanship.
How's it going, Calvin?
I was trying to be off early to be here on time today.
That's okay.
Work got the best of me.
No problem. No problem.
I can't not come to a stream without no food. So that don't happen.
You should have a segment that's like, "What's Calvin eating?" And we just like that's what's Calvin eating.
I mean,
describe the food for us.
Yeah,
when there's a problem. So, but today I'm trying out a new Thai restaurant. So let's see if
Did you get the crispy duck?
I didn't. I got some pineapple chicken fried rice,
Damn,
and then some
so good.
Chicken teriyaki and something in a Thai salad.
Oh, nice. I had there's a restaurant here in Toronto. It's called Antler. And the guy is a hunter, and his menu is exclusively game, and it's all things that are in season. So the menu is always changing. I had the first time ever I had duck there. I never had duck, never had the opportunity, just never bothered with it, never had it. I still dream about that duck. That was the best thing I've ever eaten.
Oh my god!
We,
I
And
we
love
that
had
was
duck.
a,
like,
we had a Chinese restaurant that we had duck, and I mean this is from when I was a kid, and unfortunately, the business has gone under since. But I mean, I used to travel for that meal,
yeah,
and I wish I could still find it. They
yeah.
tried a new they tried to keep it open under new management.
Mm.
It just didn't hit the same. So just
New
had to let it-
management usually means standards are changing.
We're gonna try something different with the menu.
You know,
We're gonna
it's-
make it our own.
It was a traditional Chinese restaurant. So if you looked in the kitchen, it was like grandpas and grandmas in the back. Like you knew it was like legit
Oh wow.
traditional meals being made. And obviously they aged out. So I think the next generation tried to come in and they didn't hold up.
You're like, it just doesn't taste the same. Thankfully, there's an Asian grocery store 2 blocks from my house, and anything under the sun you can think of, it's
They
in
got
that
it.
store, and they have duck. And the great thing about duck is you cannot overcook it to save your life. You get just no way to do it. It always turns out. So I make like duck poutine. I make my own duck gravy, and yeah,
You didn't say duck gravy?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm coming to Boston, goddamn.
It's so good. It's so
We-
good.
that restaurant that we went there. That was for our it was an anniversary. We went for our anniversary one year, and the first thing they did, because the guy who was the manager at the time was a friend of mine, and so he hooked us up with all these appetizers at the beginning before we actually even had the meal. And there was a charcuterie board that they did with all kinds of different crazy things, but like all cured. So it was all like, like a charcuterie board. One of the things they had, because they made their own bread in-house too, so they made little toast things, and they had a duck liver pate.
Ooh.
And
Yes, please.
this was the first thing we ate there of anything. And it was so good. Literally, the server came over at one point and she's like, "How is everything?" I'm like, "If we could just get a bucket of this, we'll go now. You can turn the table over. We're gone. You can have this table back. You can order. Just give me a whole thing." It was that good. It was so good.
Why do I imagine you like scooping it out like with your hand? You're like,
Oh God. It was, oh, sorry. You know what? It wasn't pate. It was a mousse. It was duck liver mousse.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So it was very, very light and well, like a mousse,
Incredible.
like, yeah. Well, the mousse like texture, and it was just so good. Oh God. Now I'm getting hungry again.
And then they all had duck.
And then we all had duck. So, Calvin, we were actually just about to sign out.
I've been listening this whole time.
Oh, okay. But I will, since you're here, I will ask you a couple other questions that I was asking earlier. Firstly, do you have any designs on that crow?
Designs?
Are you getting it? Do you have any thoughts about it?
So this is my morning. Now remember, I saw it in San Diego.
Yeah.
So this whole time, I've just been waiting to see what the price was. Woke up. Of course, I had several guys that hit me, said it was available. I was like, cool, bet. Saw that price, that down from direct. I said, not today. Then I got busy getting up for work and didn't even think to look for Sideshow. And all of the, who knows how many chats I'm in, I happened to see a discussion say, the exclusive just waitlisted. I was like, wait, oh, shit's on Sideshow?
Yeah.
Bet. So looked up, 10% down. Payments don't start till next December.
Yeah.
Said, go to this for me then. I'll wait list. Somebody will let it go. An hour later, got that conversion.
Yeah.
So
those conversions all happened really quick. That's what happened with me. That's what happened with Chris. Same thing. It was like the conversion list just out of nowhere. And literally within an hour or 2 hours after I noticed it.
I thought I was tripping. I was like, man, it'll never be that fast. But sure enough, went back. It was there. Now,
yeah.
What sucked is that because I held on to the gold till the next morning. I canceled before the 24 hours, but I held on to. But I had a gift card I got for Christmas. I put that toward it and some rewards. So all that was locked in on that order.
Yeah.
I believe once they put my gift card back, I can apply that back to the new order. But I'll just hold on to the rewards for something else.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I used a rewards points and I had a code for $25. So I ended up, it knocked like $120 off. So I was good with that.
Sidebar: the Apocalypse Wolverine first payment hits on Sunday. You want me to push it to next month?
This Sunday coming?
I think the 25th. I just got an email about it last night.
Do you have a push still on it? Can you do that?
I don't think I pushed it at all yet. So you said you have 2 fresh pushes on it.
Okay, yeah. If you don't mind, do a push on it, 1 push, and then we'll figure it out, because then it just gives me some more time to figure out how we're gonna do it.
No worries.
Awesome.
Yeah, push it.
Fresh my mind. I want.
Push it real good. Sorry.
You're gonna make him choke.
I was just like, should I say that?
I was just about to swallow. I held on.
Oh.
Otherwise, it would have been trapped up here. I'm like, nah, I gotta get that out. Let me say it.
My wife's not home yet. I've been sitting here trying to do the Heimlich myself.
She's the only one of you with medical training.
On a piece of them lettuce. That's a fucked up story, man. Calvin got taken out by a slice of lettuce. Ain't that a bitch?
Never thought that was gonna happen.
No, it's lettuce, really.
And the other thing I was gonna ask you too is, so the Scorched Xenomorph, are you getting that?
I gotta acquire my RR&J, my Ray and Jake. And see where I can try and acquire that at. I slept on it and I'm feeling a little bad about it at the moment.
That one literally it didn't say anything about low stock, didn't say anything about almost gone, didn't say anything like that. And then after those blogger photos hit, within a day, it just went waitlist.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen.
Once the photos showed up, all of a sudden I was just like, ooh, should I? And I waffled. And then the next time I looked at it, it was like, it's waitlisted. I'm like, of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
So had to hit up Hawk Wars. I'm like, Ray.
Help a brother out.
And it's good. You have that 2-3 month delay before he even gets it. So you can at least get ahead of that but know it's secured as it's coming in.
Yeah. Was he able to, has he got you for that?
I haven't even hit him yet.
No?
Yeah. But he was able to come through for it.
You?
Yeah, which is pretty.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I was just like, I kept looking at my cases. I'm like, yes, that would look good in my collection.
Really good.
I know exactly how I would light it. And everything.
And the base, the lights in the base are like that sickly yellow, orangey yellow color that in the movies. So in the lights are going to come upward. Yeah, and it's going to look so good.
Comes with the face hugger.
Yeah,
I already know what I'm going to do with the big chap with relation to
fully
that.
articulated.
I have them all in the same case if I really want to.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Fully articulated face hugger too. The tail's got wire in it, and the fingers move.
So I was just looking at it like, between the base, between the size of the figure, the articulation of the figure, and then the fact that it comes with a face hugger, and it's only $305. It's only $305.
Well, like Winman was saying, it's for that. That's actually really good price for that.
That's a really good price for that.
Yeah, for what you're getting, it's amazing. And then you're gonna have to get Rain as well.
I mean,
oh, is she gone too?
I did check on her shortly thereafter because I was just like, oh, is she going? I'm still salty they didn't make Andy, but.
I feel like they're gonna wait for the second movie and do that. I wish they would have done one for this, but they might. He's going to be a main character in the next one too. So
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that we would have gotten. I mean, we probably would have gotten half an Ian Holm, but I'm
DX
guessing
with half
maybe for
Ian Holm.
for the Alien movie, if they do a Ripley, then do an Ian Holm. Do that. That would be the time to do it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So, I mean, I think people would certainly. He's absolutely. I mean, spoiler. He's the villain of of the first and second.
And now this one.
And yes, he's quite villainous. I mean, I guess Weyland Yutani is the real villain, but corporations are the real villain.
Of course, he's only doing his job.
Yeah, he's a company man, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. He's a company man. But yeah, so that's that was everything. That's what we were. That's what we were going on about, and we were talking about, and it was a very full 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Talk about Jurassic Park. That was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know what's great?
That
Jurassic Park.
A weird redirect, but that was interesting for 20 minutes. But yeah, thanks guys for joining me tonight. That was awesome of you, both of you. I'm sorry you couldn't get here sooner, Calvin, but you know what? This will be happening.
You know me, I'll come in from the truck of the car. So
Exactly.
So you can blame Samsung for that. So
okay.
Everybody knows about my fancy schmancy refrigerator.
Yes.
It decided to take a dump on us last week.
Oh no.
Luckily we have another one we have another fridge in the garage, so that's holding us over. But had a repairman come over, $2,000 for the compressor. I said, "Excuse me, you can go. I'll find something else.
Yeah,
I'll fix it myself.
Bye."
You get a new fridge for less than that.
Shit, the fridge itself was $3. I'm like, for the compressor, it's just $2.
Oh, geez.
Not today. So call Samsung. It's still under warranty, but you know how that goes. They drag it out. They want to fix this, want to try and fix that before they. Mm-hmm. So 2 repairs later, the guy was like, "Yeah, this manufacturer defect that has a leak on the back of it somewhere." And so my wife's been dealing with them on the claim to get us cashed out. So I've been having to go back and forth between my old Best Buy account and look up 5-year-old receipts to get the precise, because my wife's like, I want every damn penny we paid for this to get the new one. Mm-hmm. So I'm having to but mind you, I'm driving a big rig in the rain, trying to scroll through my Best Buy app, trying to find receipts and shit. Then she's calling me 3-way. She's like, fuck it, here, you just talk to her. So I'm like, I'm having to deal with her and a different accent. I'm like,
oh no.
Then I got off, and like I said, I'm trying to jump on with you, and then I'm getting calls again. Well, that receipt didn't go through right. We need it in a PDF file. I'm like,
oh wow,
just making it so difficult.
Yeah, that's the life of the warranty hunter.
Just give me another damn fridge, equal or better value, and call it a day.
Yeah. It's amazing they just don't think of things that easily anymore.
I think they offered my wife $2,200 off top before they started asking for the receipt, and she said, "Excuse me, that shit was well over $3,000. Yeah. You might want to come out of pocket a little more than that." Well, they caught her on the bad one, because I think the lady also told her, and if you don't accept the offer when we hang up, then that offer's off the line, and it's whatever goes underneath that for the next year. Yeah, so she called me a little perturbed earlier.
Illegal?
Really? Is that, how are they allowed to do that?
I don't know. I don't think they expected to get an angry black woman on the phone today. But that's what they got.
That's what they got. Well, that's fair. They clearly didn't read the tea leaves that morning.
Nope.
You know that trick we like to pull with people? Well, we tried it and it didn't work this time. Apparently, I got the wrong bitch.
Oh, what makes it more difficult is, so back then, I don't remember the details, but I think I bought one online, and it was going to take longer than I wanted to wait for. So then I found a model in store and just went and picked it up myself. So I had to cancel the one and refund that, then go and get the other one. So as I'm driving, I'm just looking for the receipt. So I sent the refunded receipt. They're like, "Oh, well, this was refunded." I'm like, "No, the fuck it was." Oh shit, that's right. We had the back and forth and did it. So it's been one of those days with good old Samsung. Yeah. So.
Well, you know, things
Other
happen.
TVs.
And then even the payout's gonna take like a week. Oh, it's gonna take 1 to 2, 3 days to approve the dollar amount, then another 5 to 7 business days to get it out to you. Why? I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I hope you get a new fridge.
I'll stream off of it as soon as I get it in.
There you go. Okay, good. Because I'm anxious to see the screen on this one.
Right. So, but yeah, so it was just one of those days. Otherwise, it was a nice light day at work.
Hey, there you go. That's all right.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything today. I was off today, so I was happy. It
Nice.
was real
I did too
cold
much
out.
today.
It was really, really cold out here today. It's going to be even colder over the next few days.
I mean, it cooled off.
Yeah.
I'd say it was in the 60s here, but I mean, that's still summertime for y'all. So, I mean,
Oh,
that's
God.
chilly for us. But
Yeah, no,
compared to
we're
what I did with this last weekend, I went to the East Coast to hang out with the fellas this last
yeah,
weekend.
yeah,
That 22 degrees hit my ass coming off that plane.
yeah.
Everything freezes, Kyle. Everything
everything-
freezes, Kyle.
I damn near turned around, went back to LA. I was like, fuck that, I'm going back to 80 degrees.
Well, it's
off
going to
the
be minus. What did they say?
Wait. Did you just say minus?
Yeah, well, Celsius here.
Okay.
It's gonna Celsius. It's going to be negative 25.
Still,
It's
that's still
real
negative.
cold.
I don't care if it's Fahrenheit, Celsius, it's all the same to me.
It's
like-
negative.
Let's go.
Like
You
over
got-
half
you
the country here is going to be like in like subarctic.
Yeah,
You got
On
blue
Saturday, it's a high of 13 and a low of 2.
You
Yeah.
got Blue and Beam talking about it's negative 15 in Minnesota. I said, I'll visit y'all in the summertime. I'm not coming. I'm not doing it.
Hey, the cold weather, it keeps out the bad people. Prince said that.
that's true. That's true. He
Yeah.
did say that, and he knew. He knew. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys get on with your lives tonight. But again, thank you for both of you for coming in. This was great. I was really.
You had to catch the first one, man. Had to. Come on.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, I absolutely. I'm always happy to have other people to talk to that isn't just reading the chats as I'm going along. So that's always good. But in the meantime, I'm going to follow Lael's example. Chris, what do you got coming up?
Oh, I got a ham sandwich because I haven't had dinner yet.
Excellent.
Yes, it's gonna be fantastic. I still need to unbox this Bad Larry.
Oh, you got it. You got it
Yes.
in. I'm still
So-
waiting on mine.
All troops will debauch for ground assault.
Oh, awesome.
Prepare to target the main power generator. Yes, Empire Strikes Back is the most amazing Star Wars thing ever.
Yes.
Andor Season 2 is the second most amazing Star Wars thing ever. Fight me, nerds. But thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. And Calvin, it's been short and sweet, but what's your rest of your next few days doing?
I have a Kit Fisto around here somewhere that I got before I left that I need to unbox.
He's top heavy. Be careful of that one.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. I have seen him in person, but I haven't held him in my hand yet.
Oh, you'll feel it when you've got him. You'll feel he there's only certain ways you can stand him up. You got to use the crotch grabber.
Got
Okay.
it. Thank you, Brian. He got me my replacement for my half show for my DF120. So now I can finally put that above my 89 and put my back computer above that and get that lit and finally get that spaced out so I can
Oh, nice.
finally get that well displayed. So I've been waiting on that piece to come in. So
That's awesome.
I'll be working on that when I get a little downtime.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Otherwise, just shooting the shit with my fellas and being plastic addicts like we all are.
That is true.
Well, I'm 50-50. I'm polystone on one end,
Yeah.
and the other.
I was gonna
So-
say you got enough statues too. I think you're not just all plastic.
Well, I just got one that came in last week that's still in unboxed, and I've got another 1 or 2 currently on the way, and then 3 ordered at the moment. So
Okay. Oh, that's manageable.
yeah.
That's not too bad.
Actually,
You've done it the right
custom.
way.
So
I
what?
forgot I have a custom figure that's released that's shipping this weekend, so I should have it next week.
Nice.
Custom from who?
I'll tell you. Daniel Gonzalez?
Is this a Star Wars custom or?
No, it's Batman custom.
Oh,
You'll never guess what it is. Go ahead,
Penguin.
guess.
Penguin. No.
No.
Is it a villain or Batman?
It's a villain.
Oh, Riddler?
No. Again, you'll never guess. You'll never
Egghead.
No.
Okay.
I would not turn down an egghead though.
What IP is this?
Batman. I know, right? That's pretty broad.
You,
It might be a kite man for all you.
I was about to
God.
say you always wanted a kite man.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
really
Kite
do
Man?
want a kite man. Huh?
It's not Kite Man, is it?
It's not kite. Sadly, no.
oh,
Clayface?
damn, I was about to be excited for you. I was about to say you finally got it.
And I'm sad that I haven't picked up that Mondo Clayface because
Yeah, that thing looks amazing.
I think that would fit quite
I-
well with my other 1/6 scale animated series.
Yeah.
I do not want to go down that rabbit hole, but I had to pick that up.
Oh, did you get? Yeah, yeah.
That thing
It
is
it looks so good.
where's that?
Oh, do you? Oh, there he is. Oh
Mind you, that's
wow.
supposed to be a whole Joker setup. That whole section is supposed to be all Joker, but when you need space for other things, you fit it where it can.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's but that looks amazing.
Mhm.
It's funny too because I just realized, oh yeah, how do I do that thing where you bring you up on the screen? I'm still learning all of this. I
You
have
did
no
it
idea.
earlier with me.
Yeah, well,
Or
no,
wait,
that was
maybe
by
you did-
accident. Let me
Oh.
try this. Nope, that's not it.
I like that. That's nice.
Nope,
Oh,
that's not it. Nope. Nope.
Well, that's half. Well, that's like 3/4 of it.
Oh, there's.
you ever
oh,
see that
know.
that scene in Spaceballs where they're trying to like,
Yeah, I know.
like fast forward, prepare to fast forward, fast forward. What happened?
No,
You turned
then
off the
is
movie.
now. Now is the then.
Be now.
Anyway, I saw. I still got to fiddle around with this at some figuring things out, but yeah. But yeah. So anyway, thank you both again for being here. This was great. And thank you to everybody in the chat who was here and hung out for the last couple of hours. You guys are all awesome. And I'm planning on doing this again next Thursday, same time. So hopefully more people are available. We'll see how it goes. But regardless, I'm going to do it anyway because I had a good time. So hopefully
That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. Exactly. So yeah, on behalf of you two guys, I'm going to say good night to everybody. And yeah, I will catch you all next week, same time. And probably be dropping a couple more videos between now and then as well. So on that note, have a great evening. This has been The Collector's Case with Chewy's Bandolier YouTube channel. So long.